Okay, this will give you some information on how to do the next Photoshop assignment number 2, where you have to do two things to a photo, and that would be to crop the photo and then straighten the photo. As always, while going through a video tutorial, if you get behind, just stop the video, get caught up, and then continue to replay it. So the first thing that we're going to need is a picture to practice with. So back to Classroom we go, into the Download Photoshop folder. In the Practice folder, we're looking for the third picture, I believe it's called. Crop and straighten. We'll see if that's the right one. Yep, number 3 here, crop and straighten. So you just right click on it and you download that file. And once you get the file downloaded, you can move it to your practice file. I'm just going to go back to Finder, back to my downloads. There it is, crop and straighten. You do what you want. I'm just going to copy and then make my way to my folder. Put it in my practice file and paste it inside. Okay? All right, so I'm going to get rid of all that and head back to Photoshop. And then you will want to open up that file. Right there. Okay. When you open up this file, here, let me click on that tool up there. That might make it a little bit easier for you to see. This photo has definitely been taken crooked. You can see that the table does not line up straight, okay? And so one of the things with all your photos moving forward in every single assignment, you are going to want to make sure you have a straight photo. And it's not hard at all to make your photo straight. Over here in your toolbox, come down to the 5th tool right here, okay? And you want the crop tool, okay? We're going to come back to crop in just a minute. We're going to first do the straighten the photo. So with your crop tool selected, come across your options toolbar up here, and you're going to come across an icon that says straighten, okay? With a level. Yep, and if you've ever done any building and know what a level is, this is that little bubble in there. That's the little icon they give you. So you simply click on straighten, and now your cursor changes into a plus sign with that level. Now you might want to just watch this, and remember there's always the undo command. You want to trace an edge that where it's crooked at. Like there's really nothing up here that shows me that it's crooked, but definitely when I look at this area, I can tell that that is crooked. And I don't need to draw a long line. I just line up the plus with an edge, hold down on my trackpad. Oops, I lost my cursor there. Hold down on the trackpad while I create a line on that edge that is crooked. I'm not drawing a straight line. All I have to do is identify a crooked part of the picture. And again, I'm got about a little bit of a line there. I don't need the whole line. And I let go of it, and boom, it's straightened it out. Now, I'm going to undo that again so you can watch. So again, I have to click on my straightener, which I got from the crop tool. And I'm not drawing a straight line. I'm drawing along the edge of this table that it's crooked. I don't need to draw a long line. When I get a line drawn, I let go of it and it automatically straightens the picture out. And you can undo and do that as many times as you want. I'm going to undo it. You can draw, like that's a horizontal line. This one may not work out as well. Let's say vertically it's crooked. I can tell like this leg is crooked. This one may not work out as well, but you can draw vertically as well. Oh, there it went. It straightened it out vertically, but now it's even more crooked horizontally. So I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to go back to a horizontal fixing, straightening, and there I have it. Now, I have a straight picture. Now, you might be looking at like, what are these lines right here? Well, that's the rule of thirds. We talked about that in our earlier in the types of video shots when we were doing video. Up here, this little button that has all these little lines on it, it's showing you the rule of thirds. You can show it as a grid, like if you wanted to line it up in a certain spot, but those are just the lines that show up. I'm going to put mine back on rule of thirds. What that allows you to do is if you click on the inside of this picture, you can then drag this off to like a different portion. Unfortunately, that leaves the canvas behind, which we haven't even talked about yet. So I'm just going to undo and put mine back. But anytime you're in the crop tool, okay, you can do that. When you want to actually crop the picture, then you're looking at these L brackets or this bracket over here on the side. So if you wanted to crop off part of, like, you don't like all the white space that you see up at the top, you just simply come down here and you take that and you drop it down like that. And then that part of the picture, when we set this picture, will be gone. If you come out here past the edge and you get that two head, see on the inside, I get a single big arrow and I come to the outside. We probably won't need this for our assignment, but it's kind of fun to know that if you click, you can actually rotate your picture. I'm going to undo that. And then on the inside with the single black arrow, you can either shift your picture left or right, but again, that leaves some of the canvas behind. Oops, I'm going to undo that. So it sometimes is not exactly what you want to do. Okay, so you have to be, I'm going to undo that a little bit as well. If I decide I want to also crop out part of the picture on the right, I can do that. So once you get the crop set the way that you want to, so whatever is inside of this defined area is the part you're going to keep. The rest is what we call cropped out. The gray area is what we are going to get rid of. Up here in the upper right hand corner, you have three little buttons up here. This one right here that is kind of like in a circle will reset the crop box, image rotation, and anything that you might have changed. This would actually let you cancel the crop, like you don't like it at all. You just click it and it will let you start over. I'm going to crop my picture again since I undid mine. If you did that, you can do the same thing and crop something out of your picture. Mine's not straight anymore. I'll straighten it in a minute. But this is the button then that you want once you get that all set the way that you want it. It's the check mark. The screen tip on it will say commit the current crop operation. So I just push the return or enter, and then all the little crop handles go away and it selects that part of the picture that I wanted. Now, if I made a mistake, I can do undo. I can go back to crop, okay? And I can now straighten my picture. So you can do this in any order that you like. Crop, straighten, only crop, only straighten, and then hit either. You can hit enter or return on your keyboard to set it, or click the check mark, and either one will do. All right, so that's how you either crop a picture and or straighten a picture, and then you're going to want to save this back into your practice folder, and you're going to want a different file name so you don't lose. Put your first and last name on it. That way you don't lose. See, here's your original, just like we did with the other one. You don't lose the original one. And then when you get to this box, you just click OK. All right, so you can either rewatch the video or you can now read the directions for how to do assignment 2 for crop and straighten. Good luck.